and hi everyone, we are the one of the group of Band 5. We present the topic that was given, which is the past continuous tense. So, what is the past continuous tense? The past continuous tense, or also known as the past progressive tense, is referred to a continuing action or state that was happening at some point in the past. What is the use of the past continuous tense? The past continuous tense is used to describe an action that began in the past and usually continued for a short period of time after the action started. The past continuous tense can also be used to describe as an action or event that happened at a specific time in the past.
Okay, how to use the past continuous tense and when to use it? I'll give you 3 different categories on how to use past continuous tense in your sentences. First, in a positive form, we use subject plus verb to be was over plus verb ing plus object. For an example, Sarah was going to Paris next week. The second one is a negative form. We use subject plus verb to be was over plus not plus verb ing plus object. For an example, Sarah was not going to Paris next week. And the last one is when we are going to ask a question in the past continuous tense. We will use the verb to be first, was over, and then the subject, plus verb ing, and then the object. For an example, was Sarah going to Paris next week? And that's for how to use past continuous tense in your sentences. Next is when to use the past continuous tense. First, when we are describing a continuing state or action that happened in the past. This will be used to give a reason or context for a question or something. For example, a question asks about the location. The answer can be, he was visiting his family in London, or they were eating in a restaurant near the mall. What if the question asks, how did you meet? You can answer, we met when I was jogging at the park, or we were studying together at the same university in Paris. Second, when we are going to describe something that was happening continuously in the past but was interrupted by another action. Example, the audience was laughing when the comedian made a joke. She was watching television when she heard a knock at the door. Third, when describing something that was happening at a specific time. Example, around 2 p.m. I was having a lunch with my client. Last night, Kate was doing her homework in the study room. Fourth, when describing actions that was happening at the same time in the past. Example, I was doing the laundry while he was cleaning the backyard. Hannah was playing on her phone while Jenny was swimming in the pool. Fifth, when we are describing an atmosphere that existed in the past. Example, the moon was glowing brightly that night. The river was flowing rapidly last spring. And the last one, when expressing irritation, and we're going to use it with always and constantly. Example, he was always talking on the phone during my class. He was constantly leaving the room during our meeting. And that's all.
Okay, next, I will give you 3 example sentences of past continuous tense. I will give in 3 categories. Okay, first one in a positive sentence. My sister was watching television when I got home yesterday. Second is in a negative sentence. I was not playing video game during online class this morning. And last one in the question sentence. What were you doing when I came to your house yesterday?
Now, I will share my 3 examples of past continuous from the book that I read. The title is Black Beauty. The first sentence is one day, when Ginger and I were standing in the shade, she asked me about my growing up years and my breaking in. Second, in an S project, he was prancing about like a young cock. Third, but after a while, I noticed that I was being fed only a quarter of what I had been fed earlier.
I have got 3 examples for past continuous tense from 3 songs lyrics. So for the first lyrics from Make You Right song by BTS, which is You Were There For Me to All the Times I Cried, I was there for you, but then I lost my mind. So for the second lyrics from Be Alright by Dean Lewis, you say the cigarettes on the counter weren't your friends. And the last lyrics that I got from the song Before You Go by Lewis Capaldi was there something that I could have to say to make your heart beat better.
I want to show you all 3 example past continuous tense from any movies that I have watched. First, and what was I looking for? Only you know that. This was from the Batman Begins movie from year 2005. Second one, you were admiring your displays. Are they yours? This was from the Walking Dead movies that were in year 2010. And lastly, the third, I was sitting there. I didn't see your name on it. It's right there. And this one is from the Simpsons movie in late 1992. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, you need to remember that we use past continuous to convey action that were happening during the past, but the action didn't finish yet. The affirmative sentence are formed by the subject, the verb to be, and the main verb with the ing form for object. In negative, we write not after the verb to be. And lastly, in question sentence, we have to change the order between the subject and the verb, followed by the ing form. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for lending your ears for this new knowledge. Hope this video will help you to improve your grammar. Bye!